dropped out of college for the first time in Madison, Wisconsin. Winter was coming on, and I did not want to have my ass freeze-dried by the wind chill factor again. I had never been out of a winter. I wanted to get out, I had no idea how. And then fate walked in. My friend Dave Murray said, hey, we're going down to Mexico for the winter. And if you got $300, you're in. I said, really? I got about $300, that's all I got. He said, then you're in. Turned out him and our other friend Jim had also dropped out of college. And they bought this big travel station wagon. It's like a tank. They put a mattress in the back. They had a little Coleman stove. Off we went. It was 15 below zero when we left Racine. Made a beeline for McAllen, Texas. Took us like 3 days. And then we went into Mexico. And we careened in Mexico for 3 months. We went down the East Coast to Veracruz for Mardi Gras. It was a gigantic celebration. Then we went down to Acapulco and we stayed at a beach called Pay de la Cuesta. Parked our car for like $3 a day. Porpoises, 90 degrees during the day, laying in hammocks. I'm just going, are you kidding me? It's like 5 below zero in Madison. It's 90 every single day. Then we drive up to Guadalajara. We get to the West Coast. We've been down there about 2.5 months and we go, we are broke. What are we gonna do? We wanted to get to California. I had never been there. So we went to Tucson. And we're asking around. And this guy says, you want a job? Go up to the Grand Canyon. They got all those resorts. They're begging for people. We go, oh, great idea. So we start driving from Tucson up to the Grand Canyon, which is a long way. And as we're driving, Neil Young's big hit, Heart of Gold, was on the radio, and we had never heard it before. It keeps us searching for this job of gold. It keeps us searching for this job of gold. We've been miners for a job of gold. So we're driving. And we see snow. We're going, what the hell is that? And we realize we're rising in elevation. And we got to the Grand Canyon, there was a half foot of snow. It was still winter up there. We went, oh man, now what are we gonna do? So we started singing some different lyrics. It keeps us searching and it's getting old. It keeps us searching and we're growing old. I don't think we're ever gonna find our job of gold. So then we're driving and we see this construction site. And we stop and we ask this long-haired guy, we said, what's going on here? He said, we're building the first Fred Flintstone bedrock city in America. I said, you're kidding. He said, no, we're building this right now. And I said, well, are they hiring? He said, I don't know. The boss is over there. His name is Hootie Speckles. His real name, Hootie Speckles from Idaho. Go ask him. So we go over this Hootie, a long, tall guy, and he said, where are you boys from? I said, well, we're from Wisconsin. Oh, I know people from Wisconsin. Good people, hard-working people, you know. I said, Hootie, we'll work hard for you. I swear to God, we'll work hard. He said, I'll give you guys a chance. What the hell? So Jim says, hey, we got no money for a hotel. Is it okay if we camp? He said, oh, sure. I'm telling you, though, it's cold, and that sand blows around something fierce. It's blowing all day long. And I'm telling you, he was not kidding about that sand. It blew in our faces. It blew through every hole in the truck, in our tent. It blew into our subconscious. So, in the morning, we'd all sit outside of Fred Flintstone's house and build a big fire. It was like 30 degrees out. And man, there was like rednecks, Native Americans, hippies, drifters, burnouts. It was like a true melting pot of American misfits. And we're all sitting there and people are drinking coffee, some are drinking tequila, some smoking cigarettes, some smoking joints. And there was peyote going around and there was a guy sitting on the wall and he was just rolling his joint with peyote. He goes, Suzanne takes you down to a boat by the river. You can hear the boat go down. And I thought, nothing like a double dose of surrealism to start the day for us. So some days you'd work outside, and it was cold and sand blowing at you, and you'd take these pliers and squeeze together this chicken wire and spray it with gunite to create these fake rock houses for Fred and Barney's house. But if you got lucky, you get to work in one of their houses, so it wasn't as cold and there was no sand. And there was a little radio in the corner, and that goddamn song by America was playing endlessly. Horse with no name. So we wrote our own lyrics. On this part of the journey, we were looking for a job. There were rocks and snow, tons of sand, construction site on the road. Oh, we've been to the desert, built a house of Flintstone. Felt bad to be out in the wind. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause the goddamn sand will drive you insane. Na, 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 na. So this one day, my friend Dave and I are working in Fred Flintstone's house. And the foreman, and we're drifting around in a peyote haze. And the foreman says, go over there and pick that up and bring it over there. Get over that thing over there. I said, well, put that thing there and bring it there. So I go, we stumble over, and I look down, and that thing was actually Fred Flintstone, the king of the whole place. He was like 9 feet tall. So we bend down, I grab Fred by the head, and halfway up, I look at my friend Dave right in the eyes. I say, Dave, never forget this moment. And he said, what are you talking about? I said, I just think it's really important. The first thing I met was a fly with a buzz, sky with no cloud. Tequila was cold, peyote was free. The boss was named Hootie. Been to the desert, built the house of Flintstone. Felt bad to be out in the wind. In the desert, you can't remember your name, 'cause the goddamn sand will drive you insane. Na 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 na. So one night, sorry there, John. We've been there a couple weeks, no shower, sand everywhere, and we're cooking a huge can of Chef Boyardee ravioli. And I took a bite of one, and I'm like, God damn it! There was sand in it. Spit it out. So I got another one. I took a bite, more sand. That's it, I'm done. I don't care what you guys are doing. I'm gonna go find a motel. I'm gonna get a shower. I'm gonna get a bed with clean sheets. You do whatever the hell you want. And they go, we're with you. So we went to Williams, Arizona, found this little motel, $29.99 a night, 2 beds, black and white television. I mean, it wasn't much, but it was like a penthouse of pleasure compared to Bedrock City. So we got beer and pizza. And I remember very well standing in that shower after not having a shower for at least 3 weeks. Steam rising, all the sand just coming out of every single pore of me, out of my subconscious, everywhere, going down the drain, all of that cold and everything. And it was without doubt the greatest shower of my life. And it still is to this day. No doubt about it. Well, we went to California, we got back to Wisconsin, and I never made it back to Bedrock City. They closed it last year after 49 years. And people would send me pictures of it. You know, they'd been there, they saw, they knew my story. And it had like 3 or 4 years of good years, and then it was a long decline. Like a trailer park with people just hanging out. But I always wanted to go. And I wanted to, like I could just imagine standing next to some guy about to go in. And I'd say, you know what? I helped build this. Isn't that incredible? They said, you helped build this? I said, yeah, I did. I said, you know, this is kind of like, it's like my Taj Mahal. It's like my Great Pyramid. You know what I'm saying? And the guy would probably look at me and go, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. But there's one thing I do know. I have never, ever had a Chef Boyardee ravioli since that fateful night. And you can be yabba dabba do guaranteed I will never, ever have one again.